Welcome to episode 2 of the Druid Caster Healer Quasi Tank True First Life series. That's a mouthful. I'm not going to say that every time. In this episode, I'm going to be doing Elite Redemption. I thought I'd do another Korthos video. Well, I wanted to do a video this one because I haven't done one of it before, and it is challenging to solo because of the end fight, because you have an NPC that you have to keep alive, and again, that can be challenging. So I'm going to be talking about strategies for that when we get there. I also wanted to do a video in wolf form. So once you get to level 2, you get wild shape wolf, and like I mentioned in the last video, for the first few levels, you're mostly going to be meleeing. Your casting power hasn't ramped up yet, and so it can be fun to run around in wolf form. So let's take a look at where things are. On the equipment side, it's still all Korthos trash. After I finished the Collaborator, I got the Finton's Bite. This is actually kind of nice because, while it's a scimitar, it's a little bit better than the sickle I was using, and it's got the body feeder to help keep me healed. The Spearbane, I picked Spearbane over the other one because the Sahuagin use spears, so I figured it'd be better against them. I usually pick Spearbane when I'm in Korthos. And the good old straw hat. Ridiculous, isn't it? On the feat side, I took Extend spell, again following the build post. I'm not really benefiting a whole lot from that right now, but once I start getting more buffs, I will really appreciate those longer buffs, and that will help to extend my mana pool quite a bit. On the spell side, I picked up Produce Flame for my next first level spell, and I picked up that because I needed that to kill the Skeletal Mage in Sacrifices. And then for the level 2, you see, level 2 Druid spell components aren't available in Korthos, so I had to pick spells that didn't have spell components. Now, I know that I could have gone to the, could have gone to Stormreach and just picked them up there, but I really wanted to confine myself to Korthos for purposes of, this first segment of the series. So, since I don't have access to second level Druid spell components, I picked up Cure Light Wounds and Creeping Cold. Now, I won't be using those very much. Only maybe like the Creeping Cold against bosses, and then the Cure Light Wounds if I need like an emergency heal. And I actually have Maximize turned on for that because that's going to be my big heal. My maintenance healing right now at this point is going to be Lesser Vigor. My big heal is going to be a Maximized Cure Light Wounds. And then I do have Maximize on Creeping Cold as well. And that, again, really just for bosses. On the enhancement side, I'm still using the Nature's Warrior stuff. I could have the Produce Flame SLA, but I don't really feel like that's going to be that helpful right now. I don't think I'm going to have it like this in the next video. But still, for now, right through level 3, I thought I'd stick with the Nature's Warrior. It's given me some extra hit points, because I get 1 hit point for every point I spend in this tree. And now I've picked up the Blood Moon Frenzy, and so when I kill enemies, it increases my movement speed and attack speed for me and my entire pack, which includes my companion wolf and my summons. So pretty neat. Since I'm not doing really any casting damage right now, that's helping out a lot. Let's see, on the wolf, I picked up Wolf Pack Bite. Gives +3 to the sneak attack damage. Still don't have any gear on the wolf. So, I don't think I mentioned in part 1 that one of the differences between this series and my previous True First Life series that I did a couple years ago is that I'm going to be going all the way to level cap of 30. Before I stopped at 20. I'm going all the way to 30. And that's going to be a totally new experience. I have never played a like a true first life toon in epic levels. I played a first life toon in epic levels, but I was benefiting from all my gear and wealth that I had built up from my other toons. So it's going to be an interesting experience. I'm looking forward to that. So every time we're intimidating, we get uh, DR6, which is really awesome. And when that doesn't last very long, but you can use intimidate indefinitely. I mean, you can just keep using it. That's not a limited use thing. Gotta pick up everything. Right now, building wealth, I think, is going to be pretty easy. It's going to definitely be a lot easier than it was the last time I did the True First Life series. Because, we get the new Caneth crafting, and collectibles are so valuable right now. And you know what? I'm not planning on trying to increase my Caneth crafting levels. And there's no point. I'm not keeping this toon. I'm not staying on this server, which I'm still not revealing where I am. We'll see how many of you can find me. So since I'm not going to be working on my crafting levels, I could just sell my essences and sell my collectibles, and I think I'll be able to build up a pretty decent amount of wealth pretty fast. I had, just going to 20 on the other True First Life series 2 years ago. I mean, I had millions of plat by the time I capped. And I was pretty impressed with how far I got in gear. I got farther than I thought I was going to in terms of getting some things like, dragon scale armor and Shield of Legends and stuff like that. It is 7:30 in the morning right now, and I have been up all night. If I sound tired, that's why. I mean, I'm kind of a night owl insomniac anyways. But, yeah, we really wanted to try to finish Korthos tonight. But I also really wanted to do a video of this one. There's a blue barrier up there. I always wonder, how do you get through that? And I remember seeing on the forums one time somebody actually posting a picture of them being up there. I don't think they said how they did it though. So here's the end fight. And you gotta keep, well, you don't have to keep Amalgam alive, but you do have to keep Lars Hayden alive. And so if you got some sort of form of healing like I do, that's going to be huge. And just like in the last one, the more bodies the better. So I've got my Grey Wolf, I've got my Wolf Mirage, and so all those extra bodies are going to help take the aggro away from Lars. So That combined with the healing, be good to go. So I've died already once. I actually died in the very first quest that I attempted to do. I mean, when I first made the toon, which was Hayden's Rest. And just because when I was in the end fight, it was coming right down to the wire, and I didn't want to use any more of my starter potions of Cure Light Wounds, and I was trying to kill the boss before he killed me, and I lost. So that was just me being a little bit too stingy on the use of the... Ooh, look at that. He's already taken a lot of damage. But yeah, that was just me being stingy on the use of the potions. And then I failed a quest too. I failed Kenneth Crystal the first time I tried. But it's going well other than that. Definitely keep an eye on Lars's health. And Amalgam's too. I mean, if you can keep Amalgam alive, that's great. Now, like I said, it can be fun to run around in wolf form for your first few levels. It's better to melee in wolf form. You get faster attack speed, and it's just fun. But when you're in animal form, the cooldown of your spells is significantly longer. So you definitely don't want to hang around in animal form once you start casting spells routinely. Just keep hitting Intimidate as soon as it comes off cooldown, and that kicks in that DR6. Hell yeah. No sweat, Ace. So this puzzle on the wall, it almost seems like that puzzle was going to open up that barrier because it goes out there and over there. Maybe it was just something that was never finished. Well, thanks for watching episode 2. If you have any questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. If you have questions about my build, you can respond in the Druid forum on my build post. And if you're on Sarlona, you're welcome to send me a tell.